Hi everybody, Iron Dog 63 here. This is a short little rant, I guess, or talk. I touched upon it on my live stream this morning, and I want to touch upon it now in a little video. I don't see how other people feel about it, but we talked about when you're pulled over by the police. There's things to do and then there's things not to do. Things not to do is be combative, be rude, obnoxious, arrogant. And a lot of these people that get in trouble with the police to begin with have those characteristics. Now, when you get pulled over by the police, first thing you do is say, you roll down the window and you say, "Yes, officer, can I help you?" And they say, "Can I have your driver's license and your registration and your proof of insurance?" "Well, sure, officer, but my license is in my wallet, which is in my back pocket. So I'm going to have to set up a little bit or get out of the vehicle to get it out. But I'm going to have to get my insurance and registration out of the glove compartment." "By the way, officer, I do have a CCW permit and I am carrying. Right here it is. I'm not touching it, but right here it is." "Yes, sir, I will get out of the car." "No, I won't touch it." You get out of the car. You hold your hands up in the air. Let them take the weapon. Now, it depends on how you are being at the time. They might put you in handcuffs. And if they do, that's not because they're arresting you. They want to detain you so they can pat you down. And by patting you down is checking your pockets and stuff to make sure you have nothing else. Make sure you don't have any other weapons. Then they'll proceed to go along with what you did. And all this time, it's yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, I don't know. I really didn't think I was, to that extent. You don't argue with them. You don't yell at them. You don't call them mama's names. You don't fight with them. Because you're going to lose in the long run. Everybody does. You can't outrun the law. Okay? Like the old song says, "I fought the law and the law won," because they always will win. You can't outrun them. You think you can. You may get away today, but they will find you sooner or later. So if you haven't done anything other than a simple traffic ticket, oh, sorry, I didn't use my blinker. I thought I did. Maybe my blinker's not working. Can I check? Maybe that's the problem. "Oh, no, my blinker is working. Maybe it didn't just click. I don't know, officer, but I thought I turned it on." That's all you got to do. "So I'm doing 65 and 50. I didn't realize I was going that fast. I'm sorry." "Well, it's a new car. I've only had it a couple of months and I'm not really used to it. I don't drive it that often." You can do that kind of stuff. Rather than being combative, arrogant, obnoxious, rude, hateful. Because after all, they are a civil servant. They do work for you. They are put out there to protect you. Even though you think you don't need protection, you do. Sooner or later, you will need protection from something. And they will be there. So keep that in mind the next time you get pulled over. They're not there to be the bad guy. They're there to tell you what you did wrong. And to make sure you understand that so you don't do it wrong again. Because that little mistake you did wrong could cause you your life or somebody else's. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the police are 100% right either. But if they are wrong, and you know they're wrong, you can always go to court. And I've done it a lot of times. They give me a ticket, I go right to the courthouse, say, "Hey, I want to fight this ticket because I don't believe I did that." You don't have to do that in front of the officer because now you're going to upset them. If you, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, right away ma'am, I'm sorry. 90% of the time, that's going to get you either no ticket or a reduced ticket. I got a ticket one time for doing 70 in a 55. But the guy, I was nice. I was compliant. I said, I'm sorry, it is a new car. We've only had it a couple of weeks and I don't drive it. My wife does, and we're coming back from a long trip and I didn't realize I was doing 70 miles an hour. He looked at my license, seen I was a truck driver. Checked my license. I had no points. He come back and he said, Mr. Miller, you have no points on your license and I'd like to keep it that way. So I'm going to give you a seatbelt ticket instead of the 70 and a 55. That way you don't get no points. The fine is a little more, but you don't get any points. I said, thank you, officer. I appreciate it. He said, now don't go to court and fight it, because if you do, I'll reinstate the 70 and a 55, and it's going to be a lot more by the time it's all said and done. I said, I won't, sir, and thank you very much. I got back in the car and drove home 55 miles an hour. But, like I said, if you don't agree with it, go to court and fight the ticket. Make a day of it. Take the day off. Take your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever, your best friend. Take them with you. Take them out to lunch. Take them to dinner, whatever afterwards. Take them to the park. Get them an ice cream. Make a day of it. But don't make a spectacle or an ass out of yourself on the street, because what's going to happen is you're going to lose. This is Iron Dog 63 stating, if you're a subscriber of mine, thank you for subscribing and watching. If you're not a subscriber, please like and subscribe. It really does help. And share my video. You're more than welcome to share my video with anybody and everybody. I don't care. And also, God bless and have a good day.